So now
Okay.
then, tell me a little bit about your experience with LMA Fast Track. Number one, what motivated you to come back on board?
Okay. Well, like Tim actually says, when people have like a really low part of their life, they kind of like, okay, I need to help myself. I've been helping myself, but when I saw that and I said, and I could do it in a faster version of it, and I was excited to see what it was in the first place, because anything you guys do new, I want to do it. You know what I mean? So I decided to do it. And let me tell you, I did a 360 in those 2 days. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I mentioned, everybody noticed me and how I've changed just by applying a lot of these principles and noticing all my aha moments. And it kind of calmed me down like a whole amount. And instead of me freaking out with all the things that are going on and being like a level 1 person, I'm already up here. You know what I mean? I'm a level 5 and I look at everything like, okay, all right, this is going to be like this. This is going to be like this. It has to be. So I'm not going to freak out over it. I'm just going to let it be, let it ride, and things are going to be just fine. And I'm very positive about it. Like I have no doubts. I don't feel heavy inside.
Mhm.
I feel completely cool with everything that's happening right now. So yeah, that was it.
I'm
I
happy.
hope that kind of answered the question.
It does. So tell me then, what would you say? Because of course you have joined, the LMA Live before, you've done the program and all of it, and this obviously was something a little bit different. So what would you say surprised you the most, that made you the happiest about joining LMA Fast Track?
I like the fact that it was faster. I like the way he condensed everything into the laws that it's very clear and precise,
Mm-hmm.
and that you can review each law and kind of apply it
Yeah.
like or right away, and you can
Mm-hmm.
notice things right away. Of course, the lessons and everything is great, and it goes very deep. This is also deep, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think me, I think anybody can do it. It could be a new person, but I think it's also great for the older people. I mean, not me older, but the people who've had LMA in the past. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of reinforces
Mm-hmm.
everything that you've learned on a higher level. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you. So for you then, what would you say this time around? What was your biggest takeaway, or maybe an aha moment that you have experienced in those 3 days?
Well, I was mentioning before the awakening part, the Satori.
Yes.
Yeah, law of Satori. I just felt myself just grow
Mm-hmm.
another level, and my awareness to things around me just completely changed.
Mm-hmm.
um just life in general, it just hit me. It wasn't, that's how it is. It didn't just like, it just went boing, and I just had this whole different look on just everything, the world, people, where we are, how we are, today, how we're existing, and how our emotions and our feelings affect everything around us. It's our feelings first and then everything, because it comes from inside out. And
Mm-hmm.
those are the things that kind of hit me really hard, that I control everything that's around me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If I'm down, everything around me is going to be blah. So inside, I have to bring myself up
Yeah.
and have positive energy and positive emotions to be able to affect the world around me in a
Yeah.
positive way. So that's one, major thing. And at that, also, aligned action, very important. Okay. So knowing that you need to do things to get to that goal. You can't just sit around and go, okay, it's coming, falling on me. You get like an inspired action. It comes in natural. So I feel that as well. So all those things, LMA affected me in that way, and
Mhm.
and the financial, the affluera, yeah. So
Yes.
so
Uh-huh.
yeah, and how to look upon money, because that was a big thing in my life, because my family always, you have to work really hard, you have to do this, you have to save, don't do this. It's always and you have to, have this specific kind of job, and it's just like, oh, they put all this stuff in your head, and it's wrong. One thing, they never saw rich people as bad, because my family had a lot of rich friends, and
Mhm.
because my father was a fashion designer, so I met lots of celebrities as a child. like Yoko Ono, Farrah Fawcett, Ryan O'Neal, what is his name? Uh, Raging Bull, he's an actor, oh my God, big actor.
Uh-huh.
Ryan De Niro, oh my God.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yes. And my mom, she had a salon on Madison Avenue in Manhattan,
Mhm.
you know, also where all the famous people were. So they've had a lot of people and they know a lot of people, and it's not bad. It's just their mentality of how to attain money, because we're immigrants, you know, we came from, back then it was all Russia, you
Mhm.
know, and they have a different mentality.
Yeah.
Today I'm considered Ukraine. Back then, it's all, everybody was Russian
Mhm.
back then.
Including me.
Yeah, we were all Russian. It was USSR.
It was one thing, to this day for a lot of people still is.
Yeah, they still, you know, call me Russian. I go, yeah, I am. But if you want to be specific, I'm Ukrainian. So
Yeah.
yeah, but so yeah, we came in 1974 to America, and so they have a different mentality, you know, about life, and that kind of instilled in me so many I guess I wouldn't say old fashioned, but you know, the way they used to think. And today, the way I think, my mom thinks I'm weird. You know what I mean? And I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, you know, I noticed that LMA helped me to attract also people who are like-minded, you know, people who are more like me. I feel that I need to have those kind of people around me, and I cut people like crazy. Right now I have no friends, to be honest with you. I honestly don't have any friends, and I'm okay with that,
Yeah.
because I can't be with those kind of people because they don't fit with my thinking and how I feel about life, and just, you know, I just don't. There's, you know, and other people that I want to bring back into my life, but
Mhm.
most people, um, because I was the one before. I was the one with the kind of negative and complaining about everything, and I was that person. And I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore. I'm a completely I know my mom's like, how did you do 360 in this? I'm like, because I did. And you have to come to it. And yesterday I told her, Mom, you're so wise, but you're so immature.
That's the thing, because it's not about the age, it's about the mindset, and the way
Yes.
you think. So on that
I,
note, then, Ruslana, for people that are listening to this and they're watching this and they want to do the 360 as well, but they kind of are still on the fence whether they should join LMA or not, what would you say to that person?
I would tell them, don't even think about it. I mean, it's an experience. You have to go through it to really understand it. Not understand what is LMA, go and do it, because you will see the difference in yourself and even how the people react around you. It really changes you drastically. And the team is amazing. You guys are amazing because you kind of help reinforce things. Yes, as a little heart. So yes, I feel that anybody who's on the fence should go for it and
Mhm.
try it out, because they will see the difference in themselves and everybody around them as well, and that
Love
effect.
that. So now then, if you could leave everybody with one message, what would you say is like the one message that you would want everybody to hear?
How you guys changed my life completely. Change a change of life, and change my daughter's life, which I did also. And my daughter, who started this at 14 years old, and we were in a huge, you know, I was in a domestic violence divorce situation, and we already were divorced, and there was no forgiveness. There was so much hate. There was so much energy down. Everybody, there was so much resentment, and LMA helped us forgive. I
Mm,
was able to forgive my ex. She was able to forgive her dad
mm,
and write a letter, you know, the letter.
yeah.
She was able to, even we got into talking terms with my ex, and for the kids' purposes. So I feel that it helps forgiveness, and also it changes your life. 360
Mm.
changed our life. It changed her life. And she's 18 today, and she's a whole different person. And so am I. So I think it brings change, and it's amazing.
Wow. You guys are just such an inspiring duo. And I think it's incredible when, you know, because of course this journey is amazing when you go through it on your own, but I think it just really is something special when you go through this journey with somebody so close to you that is, let's say your daughter, or we have
Yes.
quite a few, like mother-daughter duos, or like somebody taking their parents through it, or the the
Yeah.
husband or somebody. I think that that's just special and just really
Yeah.
shows how like that connection grows as well. And with that said, Ruslan, I wanted to say thank you for being with us for so long, because
Yes.
it's
I
been
love
like
you
for like
guys.
around 4 years, and I think
Yeah.
you always show up with a different energy and with love, and we have seen you grow and change, and
Yes.
even where you are now, which absolutely amazing. But it is just the beginning, because it never stops. It's constantly
No, I want to grow even
growing
higher. I can't
changes.
wait till WCA. Oh my God. I want to be pushed to the max. I never did lives.
Yeah.
You would never see me do it. If I did it, it was like one, and I would be like, oh. Now I do them all the time. I don't care how I look. I don't care what people think. I stopped having fear.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it is. That's the other thing. My fear left. I said, I
Mm.
don't care anymore. So that's a big, big thing for me. I used to be scared. I'm like, oh my God, WCA, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? I don't care. Whatever comes out,
Yes,
whatever
love
goes.
that. I
So
love that. And that's just the beginning. I can't wait to give you a massive hug at WCA. It's
me
going to
too.
be amazing. I'll tell you one thing, we always say, LMA is for your mind, WC is for your body, and that there's a reason why we don't share that much information about WC,
Yeah.
because it is to be
Yeah.
experienced. So I am just
I have some ideas, but and I'm looking forward to it
you
very much.
wait,
I'm on that
you
level. I'm on that
wait.
level.